So Kyle Rittenhouse shoots Joseph Rosenbaum and he starts to run away. Now, where is he going? He's running to the police. How do we know that? Well, first of all, that's what he told Gage Grosskreutz when he asked him. Gage ran up alongside him and said, "Hey, what'd you do? What's going on?" or something to that effect. And Kyle said, "I'm running to the police." The police can be seen down the road, and everybody knows where the police are. And it's clear that's where he's going. But a mob chases after him. And by the way, it's a mob. Don't give me this, oh, just a group of people. No, there was a lot of people chasing after him that night. So there's this mob chasing him, and the excuse that people use is that they see an active shooter and they must do something about that. But was Kyle an active shooter during that time? Hello out there. I'm trying to get through.
With his powerful brainwaves cradled in the warmth of reasoning, it's time for Johnnie Walker Dread to straighten you out on a thing or two. Emanating all the way from exciting Las Vegas, Oklahoma, it's the Johnnie Walker Dread Show.
Well, let's take a look at what the FBI says. This is FBI.gov, active shooter resources, and it says here, an active shooter is an individual actively engaged in killing or attempting to kill people in a populated area. And it goes on to talk about how to react to that. We won't worry about that for now. So notice the use of the word people, plural. Kyle is trying to make it to the police. He has shot one person. Furthermore, he's not shooting anybody else at that time. He's got his gun in front of him, but he's running. He's not pointing the rifle at anybody. That's clear on video. The mob chases after him, and their excuse, again, is that he's an active shooter. There's only one small problem. That doesn't jive with the FBI's definition. And it didn't make any sense to me either. Throughout the entire time when he's running from the mob, I was thinking, well, he's not an active shooter at this time. He's trying to make it to the police. Whether he's guilty or not in the shooting of Joseph Rosenbaum is another matter. But even if he is guilty, he's not an active shooter. He is a shooter at large. There's a difference between an active shooter and a shooter at large. And the distinction matters. Let me give you an example. So let's suppose that I hear an alarm go off inside a liquor store. A man has taken a gun out and he has shot the clerk, and let's say he's emptied the cash register and he runs out. So he's running down the street, and I run up behind him and I shoot him as he's running from me. There's a big difference between that. And if he was running and shooting people while he's running, the law is going to treat me differently between those two scenarios. Now, I might be able to get off in both scenarios, depending on the state. But if the man is actively shooting people, then I am in much better shape for being able to justify my shooting than if he's not. So the distinction here really matters. Kyle is running from a shooting. The people chasing him didn't see the shooting. In fact, people are just yelling, "He shot somebody." They have to be told what he did. They have no inkling as to whether Kyle was in the right or the wrong. They don't know if it was self-defense or what. So they're chasing after someone they think shot somebody. He's not shooting anybody else. He's not even aiming his rifle at anybody else. People are walking by him as he's running. He's not shooting them. So to call him an active shooter is completely inane. It's a dumb argument to claim that Kyle was an active shooter after he shot Joseph Rosenbaum, and it's a terrible excuse to use to attack him. At best, he's a shooter at large, and whether you can attack a shooter at large is a matter of state law. Wisconsin law does not allow it. Like my video and subscribe to my channel.